Next on UCF Sports Night, they're catchers by trade, but their hot hitting has all three of them in the Knights lineup. We introduce you to UCF's catching trio. And the UCF track and field team is bringing home its first ever Conference USA Championship. All that and more next on UCF Sports Night.
UCF Sports Night is brought to you by UCF TV.
What's happening tonight, fans? Welcome once again to UCF Sports Night. I'm your host, Jeff Sharon. So glad you could join us. We're coming down the home stretch of the 2009-2010 athletic year here at UCF. In fact, this is our second to last episode of the season. Still, it was a very busy week of sports here at UCF as we hosted the Conference USA Track and Field Championships on campus. We'll get to the highlights of that in just a moment. But we start with baseball, who had a very busy week themselves heading down the stretch. 5 games in 6 days, starting with a home game against an old rival, the Jacksonville Dolphins. What a way to start the week as the Knights were welcomed by an HH-60G Blackhawk helicopter piloted by Colonel Philip Manning, father of the Knights pitcher Matt Manning. Then it was on to business on the diamond, but the Knights fell down 5-0 after 4½. Then it was rally time as UCF scored 4 in the bottom of the 5th. And then in the bottom of the 9th, Johnny Griffin drills the first pitch he sees deep to right and gone for a home run, tying the game at 5. We go to extra innings. Man on second for Chris Duffy. He bloops it into center field. Darnell Sweeney comes in to score, and the Knights get the win 6-5 in 10 innings. Then it was off to Jacksonville for the second half of the home-and-home with the Dolphins, and the Knights get the win in this one. Chris Talladay had a monster night with 3 doubles and a home run, and UCF won their 14th straight non-conference game over the Dolphins. The softball team was in Houston for its Conference USA tournament. The Knights came in as the 3 seed, and they got a big boost from Abby McLean in the first round game against UTEP as she blasted a 3-run shot that proved to be the difference in round 1 as the Knights advanced. Then the next day, Hillary Barrows' clutch 2-run double capped off a 3-for-4 day for her, and the Knights advanced to the Conference USA Championship game with a 3-1 win. Ashley Cole won her second game of the tournament in the circle. UCF hoped to bring home their second Conference USA title and 3rd league championship overall, but it was not to be as Conference Pitcher of the Year Tony Paisley showed why she's one of the best ever in the league as she held the Knights to just a single run and led ECU to the victory. Still, the Knights now head to Gainesville for the NCAA Regionals, where they will play Jacksonville in the first round. Baseball had its final conference home series against East Carolina over the weekend. In Game 1, Bo Taylor extended his hitting streak to 16 games, and the 2 Chris's, Talladay and Duffy, also had big days at the plate. However, ECU got some timely offense, and they pick up the win on Friday night. In Game 2 on Saturday, the Knights honored their 5 seniors on Senior Day. Then Shane Brown picked up a pair of RBIs to move him into the top 10 all-time at UCF in that category. Bo Taylor extended his hit streak again to 17 straight games, and Jonathan Griffin smacked another home run. However, ECU won again 7-5. In Game 3 on Sunday, the Knights offense took out its frustrations on the Pirates staff. Chris Duffy blasted his 18th home run of the season. That ties the single-season school record and capped off a 7-run 4th inning. On the mound, Nick Sissio went the distance, and the Knights run-rule ECU on Sunday, getting the big 14-1 victory. Meanwhile, up in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, the rowing team completed its season with a 2nd-place finish in the Conference USA Rowing Championship. Held in conjunction with the NCAA South Regional, the Knights landed in 2nd place in the region. On to the big event of the week, the Conference USA Track and Field Championships at the Track and Soccer Complex. The Knights got a big boost from the throwers as LaKendra Thames finished in 2nd place in both the discus and the shot put, and Jessica Francis also picked up 5th place in both of those events as well. Also, Erica Weiss picked up some key points for UCF in the pole vault, as did Sanisha Williams, who finished 2nd in the long jump and 5th in the high jump. But the big events were on the final night on Sunday, the sprinting finals. Despite a rain delay, the Knights turned up the heat after the sunset. First, Jackie Coward, Tiki James, and Mika Wimberly swept the medal podium in the 100-meter hurdles. Then Aja Frazier beat out Jackie Coward down the home stretch to complete a 1-2 for UCF in the 400 hurdles. Carly Dart also came home with a 2nd place showing in the 800 meters. And with the result of the meet coming down to the 4x400 relay, the Knights held off UTEP and take their first ever Conference USA Track and Field Championship with 114 team points. An incredible team performance by the Knights.
As the meet went on, by the time we got to the mile relay, I was pretty confident because we had been training for a particular race, the mile relay, all year, and I had been telling them it's going to come down to the mile relay. So I was ready for that, and they were ready for that. So I thought it was a great day. I was totally amazed, and I'm very proud of the team. It means that all of our hard work has paid off. All of the event groups gave and participated, and everybody contributed. So it was a full team effort, and it's a great time for UCF Track and Field.
And for more information on every UCF sport, log on to UCFathletics.com, your online home for UCF sports. Coming up next here on UCF Sports Night, how do you fit 3 catchers into your lineup? Well, head coach Terry Rooney's found a way, and we'll show you when we return. Knight fans, season tickets for UCF football in 2010 are available now. More information at 407 UCF 1000 and at UCFathletics.com. Welcome back to UCF Sports Night. Here's a question for you. How do you fit 3 catchers into your lineup? This is not a riddle. This is actually a problem that head coach Terry Rooney's had to deal with this baseball season. Well, fortunately for him, sophomore Bo Taylor and freshmen Chris Talladay and Ryan Breen have all been swinging the bat well in 2010. And thanks to that and a little versatility on each of their parts, they are all now mainstays in the UCF lineup. We got a closer look at UCF's trio of baseball catchers in our Sports Night Spotlight.
My name is Bo Taylor. I'm a catcher. I'm from Rockledge, Florida. I went to Rockledge High.
Chris Talladay. I'm a catcher, and I went to Olympia High School.
Ryan Breen, catcher from Stuart, Florida, and went to South Fork High School.
Last year I was looking up to everybody, looking up to Romans and leading, and he was leading me. Now I have to lead Breen and Talladay. If you hit, you're going to be in the lineup, and all of us have been hitting pretty good.
I mean, we all want to play, but I mean, Bo's the starting guy, and we support him. A couple injuries gave us opportunities. Talladay got in first, started hitting, got his spot in the lineup, and then I got my chance and started hitting, got my spot. So we all turned out in the lineup at the same time.
It's very good to know that we can all be in there because, we're really hitting good, all of us. And as a team, it's just good for us. We're all producing and doing our best. It was kind of difficult at the beginning because coming in as a freshman, you really don't expect to play, And, you just got to really work hard. I was focused this fall on getting better and just trying my best. And fortunately, something worked out. I mean, we had some injuries, but, you got to do what you can do.
We're close. We're locker buddies. We have a little messy corner. Our corner is different from everybody else's.
I mean, every day we're up at the field. I mean, we're all together. I mean, we normally do hitting and catching drills. We're together, so we really get close with each other. And then I'm rooming with Ryan, and
this is really the most I've ever DH'd, and it is a different mindset. You really gotta stay in the game. You force yourself to stay in the game on the bench, and then get ready for your at-bat, because, I mean, that's what you're in the game to do, is hit. So you have to get ready for that at-bat.
Well, I had really played infield in high school a lot before I became catcher, and trying to get back into the swing of things as an infielder was a little bit different.
They've helped me a lot. They pushed me a lot, because usually I'll be like, okay, just one more, and nah, 2 more, 3 more, and it's good.
I mean, if we get the conference tournament too, we can easily win that thing. We played Rice tough. I mean, we play every conference game tough. We've just been a smidge short, so we'll be fine.
We're just planning on winning out right now, you know. We gotta try our best to win all we can, and what happens, happens. But as of right now, we want to win everything.
Conference, that's all we're looking for, is going to conference. We know we can get there, and we know we can.
Well, the Knights have one remaining home game in the 2010 season against Florida Atlantic University this Tuesday night. For more information on the Knights as they head toward the postseason, visit UCFathletics.com. Coming up next, we sit down with UCF's head track and field coach Carol Smith-Gilbert to talk about her team's remarkable run to the Conference USA Championship. Don't go away. We're back after this. Knight fans, season tickets for UCF football in 2010 are available now. More information at 407 UCF 1000 and at UCFathletics.com.
When JetBlue chose Orlando for its new flight training center, the presence of UCF strongly influenced their decision. The results? An investment of $160 million and 150 new jobs. UCF stands for opportunity.
Welcome back to UCF Sports Night. Well, it's finally in the books, and what a night it was on Sunday night as the UCF track and field team comes home with its first ever Conference USA Championship, and they did it on the home turf as well. It came down to the very last race, and head coach Carol Smith-Gilbert joins me now. Her heart rate probably still a little high based on what happened the other night. Congratulations, Coach, on your first conference championship.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun.
Give me your overall thoughts. Has it sunk in yet? I mean, what has this last really 12, 14 hours kind of been for you, thinking about, oh my gosh, we just won a conference championship?
It's been really exciting, kind of emotional. We worked hard all year. My staff and the team, we've just been going and going and going and just talking about this and trying to make it happen. So it was really, really pleasant to see everything come together and see how the team sold themselves and stuck together.
Tell me about that 4x400 meter relay that closed everything out. It came right down to it between UCF
Yes.
and UTEP. Tell me about the moment when you found out that you did it. What was it like?
It was like, wow, it really happened. I almost was like, thought I was dreaming or something, because we had just worked so hard and we had been through so much because we were fifth indoors. And there was a lot of lack of believing that they could do it. And I felt like I was the only one who believed it. So when I realized that they believed it and it showed up that they believed it because they won, it just felt really, really special.
The sprinters yesterday in the last day in the finals really brought home the load. I mean, they did a fantastic job. The 100 hurdles were spectacular, of course, finishing 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
So many great performances. What were some of the key performances in the sprinting events that you pointed to?
I think we showed up well in all of the sprinting events. 100 hurdles, of course. 400 hurdles, Asha Frazier winning, Jackie getting second. Great race. And she won out of lane 1, which is absolutely amazing. Sheila Paul just seemed like she was on the track every 10 minutes, running and running and running. Tiki, whose ankle has been twisted for 3 months, and that was her second race to run as fast as she did. We were a little short-handed because the 400, the first day, we didn't make it through. So we didn't have any points in the 400, which we should have had some points, so we kind of didn't get that done, but they were able to make them up. So it came out okay.
A lot of the other events also, you got some key points in the field events, in particular your throwers.
Yes.
LaKendra Thames and Jessica Francis really stepped it up.
Yes, and I think everyone looks at the track, but I think that you win meets in the field. Because if you don't have the field points, then the track points become useless. So if we hadn't got the 24, 25 points from Jessica and LaKendra, then we would have been 3rd or 4th. So the field, I mean, they had, and even Ashley Kirkpatrick, all 3 of them PR'd. Jeff Chicoyan did a great job with the throwers. And they all PR'd in every event. I mean, you can't do any better than that.
Picked the right time to step it up, too.
Yes.
What does this mean for UCF track and field, getting this conference championship?
I think it means that we can no longer say that it's never happened. We can't turn back. But I also believe that it's going to bring confidence, and when there's a special feeling, there's a sense of pride. Recruits are going to look at it and see the progress we're making. Distance runners will start to come because Carly Dart did a great job in the 800, and Coach Ty has prepped her well. And the other distance runners PR'd as well. So now we can start getting some distance runners to come. And once we do that, then we'll be totally complete.
All right, well, it was a complete job over the weekend as UCF wins its first Conference USA Championship, and congratulations to you on a job well done.
Thank you.
And enjoy it because it's certainly well deserved.
Thank you.
Head coach Carol Smith-Gilbert from UCF Track and Field, fresh off her first Conference USA Championship. For more on the team, visit UCFathletics.com. Coming up next, we're going to take a look at the plays of the week, and you know you're going to see some from the track and field meet in that. Don't go away. We're back in a moment. Knight fans, season tickets for UCF football in 2010 are available now. More information at 407-UCF-1000 and at UCFathletics.com. Welcome back to UCF Sports Night. We're going to get to our plays of the week in just a moment, but first, here's a look at some news and notes. In softball news, a program record 6 Knights were named to all-conference teams for the 2010 season. On the all-conference first team, junior shortstop Tiffany Lane and sophomore second baseman Natalie Land joined pitcher Ashley Cole. For Lane, it's her second straight year on the all-conference first team. Land also made the all-freshman team last year, and Cole is coming off her best season as a Knight, becoming just the 4th UCF pitcher to ever win 20 games in a season. On the conference's second team were third baseman Hillary Barrow, who led the Knights in RBIs, runs, doubles, home runs, and assists, and Abby McLean, who also made the second team last season and led the Knights in on-base percentage in 2010. Also making the all-freshman team, utility player Marissa Menendez, who started her first season at UCF with the go-ahead RBI hit against number 16 Tennessee, and went on to hit .252 while starting all 53 games. In men's basketball news, last season the Knights' attendance average jumped by more than 1,000 fans per game to 5,411 fans per contest. That's a 23% increase from the previous season. UCF was one of 20 schools on the NCAA's largest attendance increase list, coming in 17th place. UCF set an all-time total attendance record this past season as well, welcoming more than 81,000 fans through the turnstiles at UCF Arena, an increase of almost 3,000 from the previous record set in 2008-2009. Time now for our Sports Night plays of the week. Here's play number 3. Here's a look at play number 2.
The only person with RBI is
play number 1. And those are your SportsKnight plays of the week. Conference and NCAA postseason is coming up in the week ahead. First, though, baseball has its final home game of the season on Tuesday as they face Florida Atlantic at the UCF Baseball Complex. First pitch is at 6:30 p.m., and you can see every pitch from the game live on UCFathletics.com. After that, the baseball team finishes its regular season on the road in New Orleans as they play the Tulane Green Wave. The series starts on Thursday at 7 p.m., followed by Game 2 Friday at 7:30 and finishing Saturday at 2 p.m. You can see the action on UCFathletics.com. Men's golf is heading to the NCAA Regionals for the second straight year. They will be in San Diego, California at Carlton Oaks Golf Club for their regional Thursday the 20th through Saturday the 22nd, with a spot in the NCAA Finals on the line. You can follow the night's action on UCFathletics.com. This weekend, the softball team is heading up the road to Gainesville to play in the NCAA Softball Regionals, along with Florida, Bethune-Cookman, and the Knights' opening game opponent, FIU. The regional tournament goes Friday, May 21st through Sunday, May 23rd on campus at the University of Florida. Next Tuesday is our season finale of UCF Sports Night. You can catch it on UCF TV and also on Bright House Sports Network and Sun Sports. Check your local listings for details. And for all the latest news, scores, and features from every UCF sport, log on to UCFathletics.com, your 24/7 online home for UCF sports. And of course, if you want to catch this edition of UCF Sports Night one more time, or you want to see any of our archived editions, you can anytime you want online. All you've got to do is log on to UCFathletics.com or visit UCF TV's website, which is at www.ucf.tv. Well, that's going to do it for us for this week here on UCF Sports Night. We'll catch you for our season finale next week. For all of us here at UCF Athletics and UCF TV, I'm Jeff Sharon saying thanks for watching, have a great week, and go Knights!
Hey, this is LT from 101.1 WJRR. You're listening to the best sounds of area music. UCF Athletics, Access Magazine, and WJRR are proud to support local artists. You can find more great artists by going online at www.wjrr.com and also accessmag.com, and by listening to Native Noise each and every Sunday at 11 o'clock.
UCF Sports Night is brought to you by UCF TV.